think the most crucial thing of anything in terms of filmmaking, even back to the silent days. You know, back then it was all about the looks, but still is. But then the voice came in, and that changed many things. But you know, casting is the most crucial thing, and it's the one major headache that you always sit to figure out in terms of who would be right, and who do they want, and who do you want, and who should be doing it. So it's like playing Russian roulette. But I'm sure Guillermo can agree on this. Once you realize that the casting is in place, it's like sex. It's just, it doesn't get any better, because then you know it's going to be okay. But well, it is like sex, because even when it's bad, it's still good. So in terms of the casting, it's the same thing, and everything you do as a film, directing is really easy, guys. It's just inspiring everybody else to give their best, then you put your name on it. But and so with actors, your job is to help them and support them, and a lot of times leave them alone if they're great actors. And then some of them actors you need to work more with on a personal level, on a social level, but that's essentially everything comes down to casting.
Carrie, do you want to talk about what attracted you to this character? I mean, the movie itself is very much it's a unique love story in a way, but your character has you start off look very quietly strong, like you're a single mother, and this man kind of comes into your life. What was it about the story that made you say, hell yeah, I'm going to do this?
It wasn't initially anything to do with the script or the character. It was Nick, and I had seen Bronson. And last August I watched Valhalla Rising. And I emailed my agent, and I said, and I hadn't worked in a while, and I emailed him and I said, I just want to work with someone like Nicholas Winding Refn. And 2 weeks later he said that he was doing Drive, and that, you know, there was a part that I could play. So I went to Nick's house and I sort of muscled my way into the film. And that was that, really. But then the script and the character and everything sort of developed between us, because we had to make small changes to the part.
Major
small changes.
But that was also the thing, you know, the minute Carrie walked through the door, it was her. It wasn't, and I'd been casting very aggressively and had met most of what was around Hollywood. And it was very frustrating, because a lot of those people could have played the part, but they weren't right. And the minute she came through the door, inside me was just like, well, there she is. Thank you very much, God. And that was it. So casting is also a lot of times what feels right that you kind of go on.
And also what your wife says.
Well, that is true. I have a very controlling wife at my house. She buys my clothes and stuff as well.
Is that why casting is like sex?
Yeah. Very clever guy. Thank you very much. The people from down under. You know, my wife had seen an education, and I hadn't. My mother had seen it, and they said she was really good. I hadn't seen it yet. I haven't seen it, but they said she was really good, and that I should use her, which helped.
Well, I think a lot of these people, unless they went to Cannes, they probably don't know too much about the movie. But
how many of you have seen Drive or heard about it? Well, when it comes out, please see it, and if you're gonna love it. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's a unique experience. It's balls to the wall filmmaking.
Well, they haven't